That was terrible.
That was crap. That was garbage. This place sucks.
Overreaction
Mondays.
Monday. On a Tuesday.
Okay, very good.
I like that drop.
Glad you like it.
Very funny. What's up, guys? Everybody good?
Good.
It's crack.
Did you write that down for Susie? Was that in your notes for what's more likely?
Which part?
No, she's a professional.
No.
To say hello. What's up, guys? On Friday? No, I did not.
Because she did give you a shout out.
Oh, good.
Yeah, she knows what time it is.
I'm not accusing her of needing
here on a
notes.
Friday.
You're going to get me in trouble.
Well, that was the plan. Yes, that was the plan. To get you in
No, I
trouble.
just wanted to make sure you give me a shout out. Sounds like a Brockman move.
Whoa, I take offense to that.
You should. I'm just trying to cover my tracks of sounding offensive to my wife by being overly offensive to you. So just back off
That's
and
okay.
give me my first subject, please.
Yeah, I don't care about that.
Thank you.
Did you see what the NFL announced today regarding the chain gang?
Yes, that they are going to continue to move the sticks.
That's the sound
So
of the
Daniel
band.
Jeremiah with a 1-year reprieve because they
Working
might
on the chain.
remove the sticks next year.
It's a giant mistake to not use the laser first down tech this year. What are we doing? We have the tech. We did it in the preseason. It worked awesome.
Did it?
Get rid of the chain gang. What are we doing?
Did it? We know it worked awesome in the preseason.
I was watching several preseason games where they used it.
You were not behind
and-
the scenes
and
hearing
it was,
how
it was
could have
flawless.
been a scramble. They could have been scrambling to get this right, not right.
Great. It looked great on TV. They do it on the tennis. It's literally happening right now at the U.S. Open. You got it. Use it. This is dumb.
Let me tell you something, Chris. This is year 22 for me in the National Football League.
The Emmitt Smith year.
Yeah. The way it works in the NFL is it's mentioned and immediately rejected out of hand. sort of like when Susie and I make a suggestion to our children. And you will learn with Cage. You and Sarah make one suggestion to Cage at a certain age, reject it out of hand because it's coming from you. So, and then you got to try it again and try it again and try it again. And then when they finally say yes to the idea that you have, it takes at least a season, if not two, until it's implemented full time. Because the last thing the league wants is somebody like you going out there and flipping out when it's all on the line for a spot in a big playoff game. And where are the chains? Because that never used to be much of a mistake. And this technology, wait for it, how do you trust it? It's not just somebody, like Tim Donaghy's not running it. So they need to make sure everything is buttoned up. It's like a tanker. It takes forever to turn around in the NFL. This is not a surprise to me.
It's almost
It's
like
not a
stubborn
surprise to
old
me.
rich men are in charge.
It's not a surprise to me. And so the answer to this question is you're overreacting. We don't know exactly. You know what? We're going to have Walt Anderson, who is now, the media representative on behalf of the league for matters in terms of operations and officiating. We're going to have him on Thursday's program.
Oh, lovely.
We'll ask him. Why?
Idiotic. Just do it.
What else?
We know it works.
What else?
Also, Chris, maybe they're trying to give the chain gang one last year of work before they do away with their job.
Today's cut day in the
that's not
NFL.
like
The chain
will-
gang should be cut.
The chain gang will always be there. You'll still have chains.
They're backup.
What else, Chris?
Technology works, people. Last year, which team had the biggest bandwagon heading into the season? The Detroit Lions.
Okay, sure.
Right.
Okay, yeah.
This year, no bigger bandwagon right now
And the Bears.
than the Houston Texans.
Oh, get out of here.
What?
I don't think there's a lot of people. I don't think there's enough people on their bandwagon. How does that sound? I don't think there's enough
You literally
people.
just said they're the top team to take out the Chiefs.
I said they're going to.
The
they're mentioned-
biggest bandwagon.
No, the biggest bandwagon belongs to the Chicago Bears. You're riding it. You're actually
I'm
driving
the only
it.
one who's really talking up the Bears.
Dude, they're on Hard Knocks. They're going to be. They're
They
everywhere.
were the only choice for Hard Knocks. Come on. Texans
I don't think there's
bandwagon
enough.
is through the roof.
I don't think there's enough people on their bandwagon. How does that sound?
Wow.
I think the bandwagon's real. And so the Bears are the ones who have. Oh, you're the one who's talking nonstop about their playoff hopes. Everybody, all Bears fans are kind of apprehensive, but I think that's just for show. Deep down, they're flipping out.
Well, they've never known happiness.
I think you ask most people, are the Bears going to be good this year? They're like, look out.
Oh, I completely disagree.
All right, maybe I'm off. But
interesting.
But I also think
I
that
feel
that's
like
an
the Texas
offense.
bandwagon
Bigger
is
bandwagon
full.
means that they don't deserve to have the bandwagon.
Well, I think there's going to be some sophomore slumpage during this season.
Daniil Hunter has just been added to this mix, sir, on defense. That guy, Al-Shair, is one of the best sideline-to-sideline linebackers that nobody talks about in the NFL. And he's on that team.
The Texans have the 6th best Super Bowl odds. Like, the hype is real.
Because they did what they did last year, and they added. They actually supplemented. That's how you go all in. They actually, go figure this. A team in the state of Texas did that. Now, obviously, the Cowboys would push back and go, what are they paying their quarterback?
That's a good point.
What else?
No,
I get it, and that's reasonable.
They need to pay them.
All right, what else you got there, Chris?
All right. Talked a lot about wide receivers this offseason. We know that CeeDee Lamb got the bag. Justin Jefferson is the highest paid receiver. But next year, you got to look what's coming down the pike.
What do you got?
Garrett Wilson will be the first $40 million a year wide receiver.
This would. We got to see a big, huge season from him to do that. Like,
I think we're all expecting that, right?
well, I mean,
Guys put up superstar numbers.
are you
with-
really doing that? You're the king of Rodgers is 40, and people are overhyping him.
I think I'm one of the few people who doesn't think he's going to be good this year. It seems like the majority feel like they're super contenders because of Aaron Rodgers. He's going to be healthy the whole year. Garrett Wilson could be Offensive Player of the Year.
You know how I feel about Garrett Wilson, correct?
He's put up huge numbers with arguably the worst quarterback
You know
situation
how I
in
feel
the league
about
the
him.
last 2 seasons.
CeeDee Lamb last year, first in targets, receptions, yards after catch, and the longest reception of the season, that 92-yarder against the Lions. Second in the league in receiving yards, receiving touchdowns, receiving first downs, and receiving percentage per target. He was also second, tied for it in 100-plus yards receiving games, 8 of those, and first in terms of receiving yards in the first half. Garrett's got to do that to make the claim of a $40 million a year wide receiver. It's like plus up Justin Jefferson by 5. That's an overreaction, and I love the guy, and I hope for Jets fans' sake that
He's due after this season.
I know he's due. But $40 million is a large leap.
Okay.
What else?
We talked earlier in the show about the toughest divisions in the NFL. We'll put up that new poll in a minute. The North divisions, both combined,
Yes, sir.
AFC, NFC,
6 playoff teams?
5.
I'll say that's good. I'll say that's good.
5 playoff teams from the North.
I think, you know what, you could set the over-under line if there's such a thing.
4.5.
4.5? So you'd say take the over on that?
I think so.
I don't think that's an overreaction.
You want to name them? Want to call your shot?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I don't. But I wouldn't be surprised if 3 make it from one of those divisions. Just like 3 made it from the AFC North last year. Which means the other division would just have to contribute 2, and that makes sense. I don't think that's an overreaction.
Could they get 6?
Oh man, now that's a tall order. I mean, it's not like the rest. It's not like the rest of the league is just a bunch of slappies.
I know.
What else?
Okay. All right, Mike, you can switch music.
Oh, fantastic.
We got Karl Anthony Towns coming in later.
Oh,
how about this?
Yeah.
Talking about the Western Conference. The last 2 representatives in the West, Mavs, Nuggets, neither of them will make the NBA Finals this year.
Oh, I think that's not an overreaction either. Oklahoma City could take a step up. Cats, Minnesota Timberwolves could take that step up. I don't know. Your Clippers might fall off.
I mean, I think they'll be better than people think, but
is there any shot that the Phoenix Suns can actually utilize that their
great
big
question.
3 man?
Let me
Is there like what's up with that?
question.
Let me tell you something though, right? Devin Booker's game evolved before our eyes
goodness
during
gracious.
these
At the Olympics?
Olympics.
He was so
okay,
terrific.
he took a supporting role, kind of deferred to other guys, still stepped up, hit his shots, played defense.
Yeah.
He and KD had some time to work and groove a little bit. Who knows, man? Maybe that was the thing that can take the Suns team over the top. I mean,
I thought you were going to go even crazier that neither the Mavericks or Nuggets would make the Western Conference Finals.
Ooh, Western Conference Finals.
Because the Nuggets didn't make it this year.
What do you think about that one?
I think you could make the case that way too.
All right, last one, and just because this dude is on such a
Aaron
tear.
Judge?
Yeah. Best right-hand hitter of the 21st century.
Aaron Judge, how do you say no to that right now?
Just saying. Albert Pujols, Mike
No,
Trout.
I got it.
Peak
Get out of
Manny.
here.
I'm just saying.
Aaron Judge has got 51 home runs and he's hitting over 330. It's not just like home runs and then he's striking out.
1,200 OPS.
He
It's crazy.
is out of his skull.
It's unbelievable.
Giancarlo Stanton had the soundbite of soundbites this week saying Aaron Judge is playing a video game. The rest of us are just grinding. Is what he's saying. And last night he didn't hit a home run. He didn't hit a home run last night. He took one away and doubled up a runner off of first from deep center field. He is truly one of the greatest baseball players I have ever seen. And clearly, I am biased when it comes to him and the Yankees. But what he is doing right now is stuff that not even Barry Bonds did when he was on his heater back in the day.
Ooh.
It is true. What he has done over the last 100 games. You take a look at those numbers, and
Remember, April was terrible.
He had started slow, and he's now on the dreaded, if you will, pace for 62.
Yeah.
Ohtani, you got to give it up for him as well. We didn't discuss this yesterday, how he was one stolen base and one home run shy of the 40-40 club, becoming the sixth guy in Major League Baseball history. And he got the stolen base early on Friday night and then walked it off with a grand slam to complete the 40-40. He's unreal. And then started pitching off a mound the next day.
He started throwing.
No, and he started throwing off a mound the next day. So, but Judge,
worse.
I don't think that's an overreaction. Good stuff. Thank you, sir. Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.